He laughed at the dinner table, pointing at my daughter's plate. Keep eating like that and you'll blow up like a pufferfish. This story is based on true events. At the very end, a single word will remain, a word that carried me through the silence. My daughter froze, fork still in her hand. She was only 21, but his words pierced deeper than any knife. She pushed her plate away, pretending she was full. But I saw it, the shame, the way her eyes dimmed, the way her appetite disappeared along with her smile. It didn't stop at that night. Every meal became a test. If she ate bread, he smirked. If she served rice, he sighed. And if she reached for dessert, his laughter filled the room. "You're young now," he'd say, "but keep this up, and soon you'll be nothing but a balloon." The words were meant as warnings, but they carried poison, teaching her that love was conditional based on her body. I tried to intervene. "She's fine, she's healthy." Stop saying that. But then the venom turned to me. "You're the reason she's like this. You let her eat whatever she wants. You're raising her to fail." It wasn't just about food anymore, it was about control. Every bite became an accusation, every silence a punishment, every meal a battlefield. Slowly, my daughter stopped sitting with us. She ate alone, in her room, hiding behind closed doors, because at least there, the only voice she heard was her own. Asterisk before I continue, if this story feels familiar, subscribe and turn on notifications. Every voice matters. Every story deserves to be heard. One afternoon, I found her crying in my kitchen. The plate was still warm, untouched. She whispered, "Mom, I don't even taste food anymore." I only hear his words. My heart shattered. Food was supposed to nourish, to comfort, to bring people together. But in our home, it had become a weapon, and my daughter was its victim. When I confronted him, he shrugged. "I'm just telling the truth. Better she hears it from me than from the world out there." But cruelty isn't truth. Cruelty is a mask, a way to hide power, to keep someone small, to feed insecurity until it devours joy. At night, I lay awake, wondering if silence made me guilty. Because each time I didn't fight back, I allowed his words to plant deeper roots inside her heart. I started to write letters to her, reminders that she was more than a body, more than numbers, more than his sharp tongue. I slipped them under her door, hoping they'd heal what his words had broken. She once looked at me with teary eyes and asked, "Mom, am I really ugly?" That question haunts me, because no child should have to measure their worth by cruelty. The truth was simple. She was radiant, but he had turned the mirror into a cage, where all she saw was what he wanted her to believe. And in that moment, I realized something. The problem was never the food. The problem was never her body. The problem was him and the way he twisted love into control. If you've ever been ridiculed for your appearance or shamed for your eating habits, know this: you are not the problem. Your worth isn't tied to dishes, calories, or cruel comparisons. You are not a pufferfish. You are not a balloon. You are a soul, a story, a light that no insult can extinguish. Silence teaches cruelty to grow. But the truth, your truth, can break chains. Choose to see yourself beyond their words. Choose to eat without shame. Live without fear. Love without conditions. And always remember, you are never alone. You are not defined by what others expect of you. You are who you choose to be.